Hi everyone, this is me, Priyanka Neelakrishnan. Welcome to the Enterprise Security Episode 6 on AI agents are the next identity crisis and why your IAM stack isn't ready. Right now, in your enterprise, there are AI agents you have never approved, holding credentials nobody rotates, with permissions that grow every time they are used. And by the most conservative estimates, there are between 80 and 100, and 44 of them for every employee on your payroll. That's not a future problem. That's the current state of every Fortune 500 company. Most security stacks have no idea. I am Priyanka Neelakrishnan, and I've spent over a decade building enterprise data security, identity security products at various distinguished organizations. In the next 12 to 15 minutes, I'm going to walk you through why AI agents are about to become the dominant security conversation of the next probably 36 months or so, and why your existing IAM stack is structurally unprepared, and what every security leader should be thinking about before this becomes the next MGM shaped headline. Let's start. Quick disclaimer, everything I say in this video is my personal opinion. It does not represent the views of any current or past employer or anyone else. The statistics come from public information like 2024 reports by OWASP, NIST, CyberArk, Rubrik Zero Labs, and Entro Security, and things like that. And I have no financial relationship with any vendor if I mention any. Now, let's get into it. Let's start with the framing. Because if you don't reframe what identity means, none of the rest of this will make sense. Your existing identity and access management stack, your Okta, your Azure AD, and your Entra, your Ping was designed for one kind of identity. That is, humans. People onboard through HR. They log in with single sign-on and MFA. They get offboarded when the employment ends. There's a clean life cycle there, like clear ownership and audit trails. That's not what most identities in your environment are anymore. There are machines, service accounts, API keys, OAuth tokens, and increasingly AI agents, entities that authenticate, decide, and act, all without a human in the loop. This isn't a new problem. Service accounts have existed for decades. What's new is the scale and the autonomy. Here's the number that should reframe how you think about identity. According to Rubrik Zero Labs 2025 research, non human identities outnumber humans by 82 to 1 in the average enterprise. Intro Security's separate research, looking at over 27 million NHIs across enterprise environments, puts the ratio even higher, 144 to 1. And the growth rate, 44% year over year. The ratio in the first half of 2024 was 92 to 1. By the first half of 2025, it had jumped to 144. That's not an aging trend. That's an acceleration. Now, stop and do the math on your own company. If you have 1,000 employees, you have somewhere between 80,000 and 140,000 machine identities running in your environment right now. And nobody on your team has a complete inventory of them. And it's not just scale, it's governance debt. Three numbers from Antro Security's 2025 research that should worry every CISO. 97% of NHIs have excessive privileges. Almost every machine identity in your environment has more access than it actually needs. The ones that don't are the rare exception. 91% of former employees' token remain active. When a developer leaves your company, their personal access tokens, their service account credentials, their OAuth grants, those don't leave with them. They keep working, they keep authenticating, and nobody notices. And 40% of organizations, industry surveys consistently show this number, cannot identify who owns their non human identities. 40%. Just think about it. No accountable owner, no clear life cycle, just running quietly in the background. Most enterprises don't have an inventory. They don't know what to govern. This is the foundation we are about to layer AI agents onto. Now, here's where it gets interesting because AI agents aren't just more non human identities, they are a fundamentally different kind of NHI. Difference number one, agents make autonomous decisions. A traditional service account does what the code tells it to do, deterministic, predictable. An agent decides what to do based on a prompt, and that prompt is just text. Text from a user, text from a database, or text from a web page. And text can be manipulated. Difference number two, agents chain across many tools. One agent in production doesn't just call one API, it invokes APIs, queries databases, writes code, sends emails, schedules meetings. When a service account gets compromised, the blast radius is just one application. When an agent gets compromised, the blast radius is everything it touches or it can touch. And difference number three, agents negotiate scope on the fly. Traditional NHIs have static permissions defined at provisioning time. Agents request access more dynamically. They ask for new OAuth scopes mid session. They acquire new tool permissions as they work. OAuth scope creep used to happen at deployment. With agents, it happens at runtime in production while you're sleeping. And difference number four, this is the most fundamental one. Agents blur the line between instructions and data. Whenever an agent reads becomes a possible instruction, a poisoned email, a malicious web page, a tool description with hidden directives, the model can't reliably tell the difference between this is data I should process and this is an instruction I should follow. That last one isn't my opinion. It's the position of every standards body that has looked at this. NIST has categorized prompt injection as, quote, generative AI's greatest security flaw, end quote. And OWASP's 2025 top 10 for large language model applications ranks prompt injection as the number one vulnerability. LLM 01 of 2025. The translation is exactly what I just said. The model can't reliably distinguish instructions from data, which means anything an agent reads can hijack it. Web page, PDF, email, code comment, tool description, README file, all of those become potential attack vectors when an autonomous agent is reading them. Most companies are building agentic systems faster than they are thinking about this. The standards bodies are flagging the problem. The vendors are racing to ship features. The security teams are caught in the middle. Now, I want to be very careful here because this is forward looking content. I don't want to give you a list of theoretical risks and call it a day. So let me ground this in real machine identity incidents from the last 24 months. March 2025, the TJ Actions GitHub action was compromised. Attackers stole a personal access token, a single NHI, and used it to inject malicious code that silently exfiltrated secrets from CI/CD logs of more than 23,000 repositories. One token, 23,000 victims. 2024, Microsoft AI Research Team, a misconfigured shared access signature token, again, a single NHI exposed 38 terabytes of internal data, including passwords, including private keys. And in 2023, Circle AI, attackers compromised an OAuth token. The result was thousands of Circle CI customers being forced to rotate every secret in their environments. Single token, supply chain blast radius. Various, the US Treasury attack, the Cloudflare incident, the Mercedes Benz breach. So every one of those track back to misused or underprotected machine identities. Not human credential theft, but machine. And those are just the cases that made the news. These are the easy attacks. The hard ones, the agentic ones, are coming next. OWASP just published a top 10 for Model Context Protocol, MCP. MCP is the open protocol Anthropic released in November 2024 to let AI agents connect to external tools, databases, and APIs. People call it USB-C for AI. It's become the de facto standard, and by 2025, less than a year after launch, it had its own dedicated OWASP top 10 list that tells you how fast the threat landscape is moving. The top 40 entries the top 4 entries on that list. Number 1, token mismanagement and secret exposure. Long-lived credentials, hard-coded keys, secrets in model memory, and protocol logs. Number 2, prompt injection and command injection. Untrusted text becoming executable instructions. And number 3 is inadequate authentication and authorization. Agents and MCP servers failing to verify identity or enforce scope at runtime. Number 4 is excessive scope and privilege creep. Loosely defined permissions expanding silently as agents chain new tools. Here's the part that genuinely concerns me as a product builder. The MCP specification itself from Anthropic, who created the protocol, says, quote, there should always be a human in the loop with the ability to deny tool invocations. Should, not must. That word is doing a lot of heavy lifting. So, why is your existing IAM stack structurally unprepared for any of this? 4 reasons. 1. It assumes a human will log in, MFA, conditional access, behavioral analytics, risk-based authentication. All of these were designed around the model of a person clicking a button on a screen. Agents don't click. They authenticate programmatically, often using long-lived secrets your IAM was never designed to monitor. Number 2, it assumes static scope, roles and permissions defined at provisioning time. Agents request new scope at runtime. They acquire new permissions after deployment. The model your IAM uses for governance is define the role, then forget about it. doesn't fit how agents actually work. All right, number three, it assumes long lived credentials. Most enterprise IAM tooling rotates secrets quarterly, if at all. Agents need credentials measured in minutes, ephemeral, just in time, auto expiring. That's a different operational model, and most platforms don't support it natively. Number four, it assumes one identity per account. Agents operate in three modes: as themselves, as users, and on behalf of users. Sometimes in the same session, your audit logs say someone did this. But which someone? The user? The agent acting as the user? Or the agent acting as itself? Modern IAM doesn't answer that question clearly. So, what does the IAM stack need to look like to actually govern this? Five capabilities. By 2027, every serious identity platform will have these. Number one, agent inventory. You can't govern what you can't see. Discovery for every agent, every NHI, every tool binding, every credential. Auto discovery. Continuous. Not a once a quarter spreadsheet exercise. All right? Number two, just in time, just enough scope. Agents get the permissions they need for the duration they need. And then those credentials die. The opposite of how most IAM works today. And number three, identity context for non humans. Not just who is this agent, but who deployed it, on whose behalf, with what tools, accessing what data, from what process. So, all of these. Identity governance for machines with the same depth we already require for humans. Number four, provenance for every action. When an agent does something, sends an email, modifies a database, or executes a tool, you can trace it back. Which prompt triggered it? Which user authorized it? Which model produced the decision? And which tool was invoked? Forensics for agentic systems. Number five, life cycle that matches code, not HR. When an application is decommissioned, every agent and credential it ever spawned dies with it automatically. No ghost identities, no long lived secrets in retired systems. Five questions to take into your next security team meeting. Number one, do you have an inventory of every AI agent currently running in your environment, including the ones engineering teams stood up last quarter without telling you? Number two, who owns each agent? If they leave the company tomorrow, what happens to its credentials? If the answer is nothing, you have a problem. Number three, what scope does each agent have? Is it the minimum required for its function or whatever was easiest at the deployment time? Number four, if an agent received a malicious prompt today, what's the maximum damage it could do before a human noticed? Map the blast radius. The answer will, in fact, I'm expecting it to surprise you. Number five, when you decommission an application, do every agent, token, and OAuth grant it spawned die with it? Or do they linger as orphaned NHIs forever? Alright. Here's what I want you to remember. Identity is the new perimeter. Agents are the new identity. Gartner forecasts that by 2028, one third of enterprise applications will include autonomous AI agents. Most security stacks are not ready. The standards bodies are flagging the gaps. The threat actors are already exploiting them. The vendors are racing to ship. The companies that win the next 36 months will be the ones that govern machine identities the way they govern humans. Inventory, ownership, life cycle, least privilege, provenance, starting now, before the first MGM shaped agentic incident hits the news. Because I think it's coming. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe. Honest takes on enterprise security from someone who builds the products, and no vendor pitches, no hype, just what works. This is me, Priyanka Neela Krishnan. See you next time. Until then, bye. Have a good one.